Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Panzer Hearts war visual novel. We are continuing. Let's see if we can build some more tanks. Alright, bright and early next morning, I back to the factory and enter the assembly hall. I had the same nightmare again, but it was different. I think we're actually moving forward. The battle was still fierce, but at least we made some progress. Maybe things will start to get better now. As usual, it's buzzing with action. Seeing Hans, I salute. Good morning! Did you have fun at demo movies last night? I heard the Great Law was awesome. Yeah, the movie was great. And can you imagine that Mr. Public Enlightenment was there and gave a speech? I was sitting there with... Yeah, with Cole on the Lackerman and his daughter, I know. The factory might be huge, but you still don't false. I may even get a little jealous of you. Oh, no reason for that. It was just a fun evening. Now I'm here to work, sir. Oh yeah, today I have a special task for you. Follow me. We head out of the assembly hall. What is Hans gonna show me this time? Every machine we pass is running smoothly and at full power. The conveyors, belts, whir, and people shout and move equipment. Huge splices of metal and gears are transported by humongous cranes. A shot of heat strikes my face, molten metal being poured into casts. Finally, we arrive at another tank assembly area. Large pieces of machinery are stacked along its edges. Bastian, your task today is to assemble another tank. It's a newer model. Our pioneering engineers are pretty proud of it. I've been informed a large-scale offensive is being planned, and these tanks are needed on the front as soon as possible. Be as efficient as you can and do not mess around. Understood? Yes, sir! I'll be back before lunch to help you if you're not finished by then. Oh man, I have to get this done before Hans comes back. I want to see the look in his face when I'm done it all myself. Oh, I wonder how it might be. Oh, those I think goes on the wheels. This I think goes here. This probably here. And the engine probably in the back. And then we paint it. Oh, this time it's 2 of Anubises. Ready! What was that sound? The caterpillar truck doesn't fit. What the heck am I doing wrong? I strike the side of the crane in a fit of anger. Why doesn't it fit? Bastian, you fool! Don't tell me you're having problems with the caterpillar trucks again! Just like that, Astrid's next to me. How does she always manage to pop up at the most inconvenient times? Shut up. What? What is wrong with you? I was doing a really good job and this piece of crap wouldn't get into place. You're really a fool, you know that. Anyone with a bit of experience with tanks could see those trucks are spits. They don't fit the schnauzer. You need to get other trucks. How on earth am I supposed to get new trucks all of a sudden? Hans will be back soon. If I'm not done by that, I'll be humiliated. Well, we can always go to their hall and get you the right trucks. Really? We can really do that? Yeah, we can, but on one condition. Yeah, well, whatever it is. We go to Martian Brunnen today. Yes, we'll go to Martian Brunnen and I'll buy you all the ice cream you can eat. Deal! Follow me! Astrid and I run through the corridor that leads to the other room. It's freaking dark here. It's here. Tank ammunition waiting for the transfer in front of the storage room. Okay. This way! Ooh, not fast. With that pace, you might even beat a snail. You're a few clowns short of a circus, aren't you? Shut up and duck! What is it? Quiet, it's Hans with the protection guard officer. Protection guard? The most feared soldiers in the Empire? Quickly, let's hide behind the barrels. We quickly jump behind the barrels, just in time, as Hans enters the corridor with the protection guard officer. Your uniform really fits you quite well. It's amazing that old outfit evolves into this sleek design. It's manufactured by an up-and-coming clothes factory in the Western Empire. They do a great job, and the owner is a devout supporter of us. These boots are nice as well. Ah, stop it, you ragged factory sergeant. I have to disbelieve for that. Apologize, sir. My intentions are purely professional. I'll show professional intentions soon enough. What is Hans talking about? He never talks like this. It seems they have a personal relationship. What? And what is a protection guard officer doing in the factory? I might have an idea, but I'm not sure. Hans' event sounds different. Let's just focus on what we're doing. We'll make a run for it when we have the chance. Yeah, I don't want to get caught with my pants down. So technically they are not down. Astrid takes a baffled look at me but doesn't say anything. But back to the problem mentioned, we should have a look at the storage room. Yeah, let's see what the switch is in there. They head to the storage room at the end of the corridor, shutting the door behind them. Approximately erupts inside the storage room. It's our chance, let's go! We get up and start running toward the other assembly hall. For some reason I just can't seem to shake off the flawed feeling that something special was going on with Hans and the protection guard officer. The door to the storage room is just a few meters away. I mean... You know what, let's not. Let's go with Astrid. I feel like... Yeah. We dash through, into the other assembly hall. The weird scene quickly leaves my mind as Astrid gets right down to business. What do you mean? We're here! She browses to the space proudly, though I can't see why. I'm curious, but at the same time, I think I know what they were doing there, okay? You probably know as well. It looks exactly the same as the hall I worked in, complete with crane machine parts and caterpillar trucks. The only difference is a pair of huge doors communicating the far side of the hall. Okay, now we just pick the right one and put it on the truck. Truck? I don't see a truck here. Oh, you're finally showing signs of intelligence. We need to go through the big doors and get the truck outside. I'll operate the crane and get the right caterpillar truck. Okay, let's do it. Astrid goes to the crane operator's cabin while I run the large doors. When I tackle the handles, they barely budge. I have to yank with my full strength a few times before the doors start moving. Hurry up! I'm almost done with the truck. I got the doors open. Good job, now get the truck. A truck stands outside, right next to the door. I hop in, heart in my throat, and start truck. I have driven the vehicle only a couple of times and I feel a bit shaky. I drive the truck indoors. Astrid's already grabbed the caterpillar truck, so all I have to do is bag the truck underneath it. Then with a thump and a bit of jerk, the job is done. Astrid jumps on the passenger seat and beams at me. Let's go! We leave the assembly hall, driving around the factory buildings toward the assembly hall we left earlier. The chimneys rise high in the sky, their thick smoke making the factory grounds seem dim. Beneath the smoke are roofs of various sizes as far as the eye can see. Trucks, motorcycles, armored vehicles, tons of automobiles race around, echoing through the alleys. The whole factory area teems with life. Teams? Beams, I would understand. Maybe. Okay. It reminds me of... Alright, it will bother me, so I need to check. Teams? Okay, makes sense. It reminds me of an ant colony, each worker meticulously and thoroughly carrying out their tasks. The view recedes, however, as we head inside the assembly hall. I jump out the truck and Astrid immediately tells me what to do, as if she were giving me orders. Bastian, take the schnauzer truck from the truck, and put the speed truck in its place. Despite being the same rank, I don't mind, surely she seems to know what she's doing. I do as she says post haste. I run to the crane operator's cabin and place the speed truck with the schnauzer one. Now I just need to get the truck in place. Boop. Good job, Bastian. I'll return the truck now before everyone starts to miss it. See you after work. Thank you so much, Astrid. See you after work. Out the tank, wiping my forehead. I took such a whirlwind to get her ready in time, and it was worth it. She's a beautiful beast. How are you getting along, Bastian? I jump. I guess my hearing is still recovering. I had no idea Hans was right behind me. But just as suddenly a smile spreads over my face, I get to present my achievement to him. Sir, the tank is assembled and ready to go to the front, sir. Hans looks suspicious. Are you sure? Fully assembled? Yes, sir. Take a look, sir. Hans walks around the tank and inspects it. He looks very closely at the caterpillar trucks, then puts a hand to his chin. Interesting. Interesting. I follow his path, delighted in his reaction. You even feel like teasing him as well. Everything okay, sir? Yes, remarkable. You assembled the tank fully. Perfect job. Congratulations, Bastian. Thank you, sir. We look at the tank together. Hans' eyes betray his amazement, and I join him in celebration. She's a beauty, isn't she? Look at the sleek lines of her body. I admit, she's wonderful. We call her. Die Schnauzer? I know. Yes, die Schnauzer. How did you know her name? Astrid told me. Oh, Astrid told you. That little rat should really keep to herself. Oh, well, I feel so relaxed now I don't even feel like getting angry. Why do you feel relaxed, sir? Aha, never mind that. You are to report to Colonel Ackerman after lunch. Yes, sir. Hans walks away, his footsteps echoing through the hall. Well, that escalated quickly. Astrid was once again appearing behind me. How does she do that? You goofball. We hug each other and laugh. When I reach Contar's office, I find him still hooted before the window, staring at the factory pipes. I can understand. The tirelessly pouring smoke is mesmerizing. Almost feel like I'm interrupting. Assembler Bastian reporting, Colonel. Oh, it is you, Bastian. I was just a bit bemused. You can relax. How do you like yesterday? Sir, it was okay. It was great. Contra steps towards me, his every movement radiating authority. His back is always straight, chin level, shoulders back, and feet pointing forward. It is most find any insecurities in the way he carries himself. Bastian, appreciate your unwavering respect for conduct, but I must entreat you once again to relax. He rests a hand on my shoulder. Did you enjoy last night? You can be honest with me, Bastian. Of course, sir, very much. The movie was great. I think I even had a dream of the opening scene. It was so powerful. I have no idea how they did it, but it looked real. So real. And the mister, what a speech. They used miniatures for the scene where the plane crashes in the desert. I agree on the speech. It was very warm, a very unlikely speech. The mister displayed real emotionlessness. Even though we shouldn't get emotional in the matters of the Empire, emotions are still our advisors in the path of righteousness. He knew what the movie was about. Do you think he saw it beforehand? Of course. He's the Minister of Public Enlightenment. He has to see all the movies before they go public. Oh my god, that must suck. For the public. Come, let me show you something. Contra leads me to the window. Squeeze my shoulder, he gestures to the world outside. Look out there. What do you see? I mean, I don't see anything because I have to look at two of you. Workers walk across a small patch of land before the assembly halls. A couple of trucks drive through narrow alleys, and an armored vehicle is parked next to a wall. The factory buildings stand like giants around them. People working, and some cars at the buildings around us. That's about it. No, give me more detail. Tell me how it makes you feel. Well, the people seem to be busy, some more than others. One man's just smoking a cigarette, but the other one is sprinting with a toolkit. There are garage stations here and there, they seem beautiful. They're not really doing anything for, I guess they need to have a reason to act. Oh, and there's a cat. I don't know where it's going, but it looks like it has a plan. Not so looking for anything, just trying to go somewhere. But I don't know, cats might have a different sense of location place than we do. Very good. You describe well, but that's still merely a description. Can you tell me how the scene affects you? I'm not sure I understand the point, sir. It's an order, Assembler. Yes, sir. Okay, so the cat has enough direction, it's clearly going somewhere. But where? I think the cat does know, but it's simply better to go than to stand still. There's a lot of people and a lot of action going around the cat. But the cat doesn't really care, the cat just goes. The cat just is. The walls are high and the people busy, it makes the cat's position look almost like a trap. A claustrophobic maze, the sounds are loud and the walls are in constant motion. But I don't think the cat is stressed or worried. In before, it is a comparison to the situation of the Empire. It simply is. I feel I'd like to be free like that too. I wish I could be more like that cat, the cat that is. Counter takes a hold of my shoulders and turns me back toward the room. He has a sincere happy look in his face. Bravo. You have poet in you, Bastian. Thank you. I just followed orders, sir. Appreciate the honesty, son. It was great to hear your thoughts. Now I have a question for you. Sir, why do you think the cat isn't stressed? Because the cat doesn't give a because it walks in a calm manner and graceful in its posture? Or because the cat is different from you? That's a good question, sir. I know. No, because the cat doesn't give a But I guess I made the assumption based on the cat's looks. As you said, it was graceful, but I can't know what's going on in its mind. Do you think the same applies to people? Of course, that people are like me. I can see what they think. Really? Then why don't you tell me what the workers walking there are thinking? I see your point, sir. Even if a worker is running with a toolbox, it does mean he's stressed or eager to work. Neither is a stationary smoker definitely waiting on calm thoughts. Do you remember anything of the battle you took part in? I don't really remember too much. Well, because he barely participated. I mean, he was took down on the first situation. We're just entering the cold of territory. The storm captain gave us the order to recon enemy positions. And I volunteered. I think I went over to look into the possible enemy positions, but I can't remember anything after that. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a hospital bed. That's quite enough. I'm going to ask you another question, and I need you to be completely honest with me. Can you do that? Yeah. Where is Kurt? Sir? Just be honest, Bastian. Well, he was shitting in his pants. I looked down, holding back tears. Yeah, I was scared. I didn't want to be, I thought I wouldn't be. That was the only thing I needed to serve my country, to become a war hero, to make my mother proud. Thank you, Bastian. Just one final question. These questions make me nervous. Can I fail in answering them? The other soldiers, your comrades, were they scared? I know. They looked like they were ready to battle. And you don't think you look like that? Oh, I see. I probably did. You think they thought I wasn't scared? Oh, certainly the bulk of them did. Bastian, even the bravest soldiers are scared. Bravery doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means acting even if you are afraid. True. And you volunteered, don't forget it. That was a brave thing to do. You can be proud of yourself. Yeah, I understand. That makes sense. There is a saying, oh, that is great sense in the storm. You do not need to yell even if you are scared. Yes, sir, that makes sense. Coulter grabs both my shoulders, turning me to face him. Bastian, do not ever let anything stand between you and the final victory. No matter how things are, seem to be, remember the ultimate goal. Remember the final victory. Yes, sir. I'll always keep the final victory inside, even when the times are rough. I mean tough. Rough, well, is basically the same meaning here. No matter what sacrifices you might have to make, remember they are for the most righteous cause, the prosperity and might of the Empire. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see what kind of sacrifice I have to make, okay? Because there are things I will not sacrifice, and yeah. Yes, just like the minister said, long live the Empire, long live the Emperor, let enemies guide our way. Yes, you had the right spirit, son. Dismissed. I turn my head for the door. Just my hand wraps around the door handle. Conter speaks again. One more thing, Bastian. What you did today to get the tank assembled wasn't exactly done by the book, but it got the job done. Just remember, as long as you work for the final victory, your actions are blameless. Yes, sir! You're promoted to mechanic. Congratulations. Are you fucking kidding me? He's there for 3 days and he was already promoted twice. What the hell? Thanks, sir. I salute to Contar. He nods, then turns back to the window. I close the door softly behind me. Well, I wasn't meant to succeed, was I? So, it was a test, but why are they testing me? And why weren't they angry I broke the rules? The colonel said everything is valued in light of its impact on the final victory. Building a tank is, I think, always a step toward the final victory, therefore I did the right thing. I guess they didn't see that coming, but it was me, at least not me alone. As it helped, they must have seen that too. Was Colonel informed? I should be both obedient and resourceful when there's a need. I have succeeded so far, but what if I fail? Will they be so forgiving then? No. I step in the bright sunlight outside the factory. At the same moment, the bell rings. Waves of people stream from the doors. I catch Astrid standing next to the bike rack and head her way. Hi, Bastian. How are you doing? Well, it's been an interesting day, but I'm great. Absolutely great. We did an amazing job today. We did, but you sound a bit off of me to me. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Are you ready for March and Brunnen? Yes, yes, yes! Let's go! We go there. We get on our bikes and start pedaling. Finally, we're going to March and Brunnen. Which isn't that far. We head east. Passing houses, cars, trams, bikes, horses, people. It's fun to see how the old and new come together near the city center. Marschenbrunn isn't too far from the factory, but we bike slowly so it takes us some time to get there. We drift lazily through the streets, clatting and biking at the same time. I mean chatting, not clatting. I don't know where the clatting came from, but chatting. We're not in any rush. I guess I might still be sleepy. How was the rest of your day? Nothing too exciting. Mostly maintenance and running errands for the latest order of the Spitz model. Did you hear that they are thinking of using cast iron in engines? It's more reliable than aluminum and makes the engine more powerful. No, I did not know that. But what we did today, that was exciting. Yeah, it was. I can't believe we managed to pull it off. It seems I was supposed to be able to build that schnauzer today, but we did it anyway. What do you mean you weren't supposed to be able to build it? I mean, just... the Caterpillar truck was of the wrong model. We did something out of the ordinary. I guess something we weren't supposed to do. Screw what we're supposed to do. Who cares about that anyway? I just want to build cool stuff and get that job done. What could possibly be wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. Did you have a meeting with the colonel again? Did he say something that put you off balance? It was just a regular meeting. He congratulated me on the good work and gave me a promotion again. I'm now a mechanic. What's your rank, by the way? Mechanic? You? You have got to be kidding me! You've got the same rank as I do, but you can't even tell the Schnauzer truck from a speed truck? This is a joke. Well, it's not my fault you haven't risen as quick as I have. Astrid stops her bike in front of me, her face red and fierce. You think I'm jealous? Is that seriously what you think? Have you already forgotten who had you build that tank today? Do you think you could have built that without me? Well, sorry, that's true. I couldn't have done it without you. I've always thought that by working hard, anyone can achieve anything. I still believe that. Today was just a bit unorthodox, don't you think? I thought it was weird too. Astrid turns her bike forwards and starts pedaling again. I follow her. Why was I wrong? Kind of truck there to begin with. Unsorted the part, right? He would never make that kind of mistake. He's a factory surgeon. He's worked there for like forever. I mean, this might sound crazy, but I think the wrong truck was put there on purpose. To test me and to see how I would act in an unexpected situation. Like in a battle? There's always a plan when you go into battle. But when the battle starts, there are all kinds of things that go wrong. The situation changes and you have to adjust. Maybe someone wanted to test me. Maybe. But why would you need that kind of skill in the factory? Things are supposed to run exactly as planned for maximum efficiency. That's what Hans said when he showed me the different factories in the Empire. Each factory has its own tasks to perform, and it can perform it even if the other factories aren't doing their jobs. Like a parallel circuit, you know. Astrid's eyes widen. He told you about that? Did he show you any maps or anything? There were plenty of maps, all kinds of other cool stuff too. Like typewriters, weird machines. What the heck are they doing in that office? That's really cool. Maybe you could show me sometime. I can't. The door's locked and Hans has the key. I don't think I'm nearly authorized to go in there. Hans just wanted to show me the map so I could understand the bigger picture. That's really nice of him. Yeah, he's nice to me. Suspicious. Astrid looks ahead and a smile appears on her face. We are almost there. I can already see the edge of the Martianbrunnen up ahead. Martianbrunnen. The statue reminds me of the history of the Empire. I feel an urge to touch the globe. I don't have that need. Whoa, 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 what? Achievement unlocked, history class dropout? What the hell? What was that about? Can I? No, go back. Stop. The Martianbrunnen Park is beautiful. Lore unlocked. What is this about? The calm rushing of water, the beautiful statues of heroes and heroines from fairy tales, the lush greenery surrounding it. Couples hold hands, children run around, elderly sit on benches in the sun. Beside me, Astrid spins, a smile on her face. I'm so happy to be here with her. Well, obviously! It's funny, even though there is a war going on, I don't feel scared at all, especially in a place like this. It's so peaceful and calm. It really seems nothing could bother us. And I trust in our Air Force to be the rulers of the sky, just as the Commander-in-Chief promised. I hope you're right. I just heard our Western Army Chief of the Air Staff say something like, "They saw the wind and now we're gonna reap the whirlwind." That just sounds scary. Astrid, what are you talking about? Have you been listening to enemy's radio? You must know that's a huge crime. Why would that be? That's ridiculous. I haven't been listening to band radio. I'm not crazy. I just heard a phrase from some drunk soldier at the market. I got scared, a sentence stuck in my mind. Rip the whirlwind. That creeps me out. Astrid looks genuinely scared. I put my hand on her shoulder, pulling her toward me. I'm sorry, Astrid. I didn't mean to blame you. I've heard some awful stories of people who have been caught listening to enemy's radio. The punishments aren't mild. So, you've heard stories too. I've heard stories you've heard, so stories. What? We don't actually know anything, do we? You're right, we shouldn't get carried away by her hearsay, or whatever. We should focus on what we know, and right now what I know is that I'm enjoying a nice warm summer afternoon with you, and nothing should bother me. I mean, look around us. It looks peaceful, and if it looks that way, it quite probably is. At least it's much more probable than believing some stupid story we just heard somewhere.
You're right! And now that you mentioned the nice, warm summer afternoon, I gotta say, this is great. I don't know what all these statues are, but they sure look funny.
Famous fairy tale characters. Sorry, but I have no clue about them as well. Created by the magnificent artist of the Empire. This place really calls me now. I think it's all the old stuff here. It makes me realize that even though things are constantly changing around me, there are some things that stay the same. I used to come here a lot as a child. I think the only memory I have of my father is from here. He carried me on his shoulders. I think I was 4 years old. I don't know if it's possible to have a memory from such a young age. Yes, it is, but it's very distinct. I remember the details, the people, even the smells. The city has changed a lot since then.
Bastian, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you lost your father. But it's comforting to have such a beautiful memory of him.
Thank you, Astrid. I don't think about him so much, but sometimes it hurts. Sometimes I start wondering what my life could have been like if he'd been beside me. Sometimes it's just too hard. At those times I need to let go and do something that helps.
I think it's good you try to keep yourself busy, but you shouldn't forget about your father either. You're a caring person, and it's okay to feel. Are you sad? As you said, everyday life can be quite stressful. It's important to relax and think about the bigger picture every once in a while. Makes you realize life isn't just about the mundane struggles. There are higher ideas to strive for too.
Yes. Right, now the victory of Kolodnov and the expansion of the Empire to the east are the things to push for.
Well, of course, but I was talking more of, well, shall I say, softer ideas, wink wink. Like art, music, theater, movies, you know, beautiful things.
You mean like culture in general?
Yes! The things that make us laugh and cry, the things that make us feel.
But doesn't the Empire make you feel things? When I was in the cinema 2 days ago, the Mr. Republican Lion gave a speech. It was an emotional moment, and I think it was like that for everyone in the audience.
Of course the Empire makes me emotional, but I think it's still different. I mean, art doesn't conquer countries. It doesn't spread like that. Art is peaceful. Art is an end of its own.
But isn't the Empire also an end of its own? Isn't that what we're fighting for? Oh my god! Bastian, can you stop about that fucking Empire?
Not exactly, or at least I don't think so. We're fighting for the final victory, aren't we? We don't get up every morning and go to the factory for the Empire. We do that for the final victory.
Oh, I guess you have a point. But I still say the final victory is the means to an end, which is glory for the Empire. Oh my god. What a pain in the ass, kids. The Empire has been in the clutches of the neighbors for hundreds of years, after all. We need to expand our living space to secure a proper life for our people.
Wow, you sound exactly like the minister. That movie, not the whole evening, must have been spectacular.
I just think it makes sense, and yes, I did like the movie. It was very well done, incredibly realistic. There was beauty even in the sadness it conveyed. Wait, you're not jealous, are you? God damn it, why are...
Maybe. I guess I am. Yes, I would have liked to have been there. Did you have fun with the colonel and his daughter?
Yes, we had fun. Never the Khan's daughter, she actually was in the film. Is that not amazing?
It is amazing. Did she have a big role?
No, actually, to be honest, she just passed by quickly. But she said the most important thing was meeting the director and leaving a good impression. That's how she will get bigger roles in the future. Yeah, not for the actual ability of an actress, but just because she knows someone.
Khan's daughter is in the culture business. She's conquering hearts instead of countries.
Call her never, and I don't know about hearts. I think she's just trying to start her car. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
Nothing wrong, I just meant... Oh! Look at ice cream cart!
She points to the entrance of the park, where a woman stands next to a car. A hand covers her hair, and she's wearing a somehow pristine white apron.
Ice cream, goes with fresh ice cream. Pick your favorite from our 6 famous flavors. He promised to buy me all the ice cream I can, remember? Well, now I want it.
I can't stop grinning at Astrid. She's so lovely when she's bossy like that. Yeah, let's get some. Oh, I think we found his fetish. We ran to the ice cream vendor even faster and we ran for the Caterpillar truck.
I wonder. I can't decide what to get. You decide, Bastian.
Okay, let's see. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, coffee. Nope. Maple walnut. Don't think so. Pistachio. Or this is an important choice. I have to save the game. Okay, what she might like. I think she would totally eat all of those. Huh. I'm not sure. Okay. You know, just little freaking let's say verse from childhood that helps me to choose here. The ice cream lady scoops us generous bowls of icy treat and sets them on cones. I pay and hand the other one to Astrid. She looks so cute with the ice cream cone in her hand, I can't stop smiling. I mean, she generally is cute, but...
Thank you, Bastian.
No problem. A promise is a promise. As we head in the center of the park, Astrid takes my hand. My body instantly stiffens. Each time my heart is dreaming calm. I'm very much like having her hand in mine, and I wouldn't want her to think I did, but my mind seems only to be able to process how different it is from my cold and clumsy one. We silently stroll around the main part of the ensemble, called Pool Water. It's one large fountain and 9 small ones. 7 beef rock statues spill water from their mouths. I point at one and mimic its face. As it laughs, I flash with pride. We go next to the arcade of 7 arches. It takes until the center of them before my ice cream is gone. I don't think I've ever eaten ice cream so slowly. Astrid's plan makes me disregard ice cream as a pleasure. The statues around us almost make me feel like I'm in another world. A huge stone bowl decorated with carved dogs' heads and a whole set of different animals from fairy tales.
Look at the dogs! Aren't they funny?
It's funny they put dogs' head on human bodies. I wonder why is that. Dogs are a symbol of the Empire, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, that's nice. I already, in the end, like the Empire because they know what kind of animal is supposed to be, well, basically the symbol of the country.
Our dogs are named after the poorest dog breeds, and even the Emperor has his beloved dog, Beethoven. Dogs symbolize loyalty and their willingness to fight for the right cause.
True. Speaking of loyalty, and so on, you know how there are women who call men dogs? And, well, you can literally respond, well, that's good that you are comparing them to me, because dogs are super loyal, and, well, basically, if something happens to their owner, they will go and try to protect that person. I would say that's a good comparison, so, yeah. But getting back to the game.
But isn't the right cause the one instilled by the dog's owner? The dog doesn't have any say in it.
No, the dog has say. Dogs are smart. True. They can tell right from wrong. True. Dogs get depressed if they are treated badly or made to do wrong things. True. But if they are treated well, they are forever loyal and will stop at nothing if their master needs help. True. Isn't that the kind of character a good citizen of the Empire should have? Yes. Astrid lets go of my hand. I try to hide my disappointment. She claims the fountain and hangs from a statue.
What about crazy dogs? Say, dog with rabies. Dogs that disobey their masters. What should be done with them?
Alright, but what you just said, Bastian, I would kick your ass for that. Because that's not true. It's sad, but isn't that what has to be done? It's better for the dogs too. No, it's not. Astrid stared me with an intense, penetrating look in her eyes.
Nice.
She looks scary.
I see. If something doesn't fit, it can be eliminated. How does it work in our metaphor? Shouldn't unsuitable humans also be eliminated? If you don't obey, you are to be disposed of.
Astrid is angry, so angry I feel a palpable sense of danger. I stare at her, wanting to argue, but I can't make myself move. I'm paralyzed. A sense of fear creeps over me, and suddenly the world changes before my eyes. Astrid rips the head of the statue she's perched on. Water now turned deep dark red spills out of the hole where the head was. The statues don't look so charming anymore. It's still like I've fallen into one of my nightmares. Astrid jumps off the statue and heads toward me. I want to run away, but I can't. She tosses the dog's head away as if it was nothing and takes my hand again. I stumble back to reality, prompted by the warmth of her hand and the cooling rain that has suddenly started pouring on us. Astrid's eyes are tender. There's nothing left of the bloodlust I saw there. I look at the statue, but it's exactly as it was. A dog's head resting firmly on human shoulders.
I'm sorry, all the killing just makes me anxious. I know we're at war, but then I know sometimes we must do undesirable things to achieve our national objective.
I understand. I don't like the killing either. I guess I don't really think about it now that I'm not on the front. It doesn't feel like I can kill anyone when I'm building tanks, but they're machines designed to kill. I just don't think about it.
I think about it constantly when I'm in the factory. It makes me crazy sometimes. I don't want to kill anyone, but such are the times. I know I shouldn't be saying those things, but I feel like I can trust you, Bastian.
Of course you can trust me. And don't worry, Astrid, it's going to be fine. Astrid pushes herself into my arms, squeezing me tight. Oh my god, the dream came true! Her body shudders and I realize she's crying. I hold her as tight as I can, fighting with tears of my own. It's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. You know what? Let's end the episode here. And we will see where this is going tomorrow. So, for now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.